Hello, and welcome to Holston Valley Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Spencer Conco, and I'm glad that we can get together even though we cannot yet be together. Today, our minister, the Reverend Jeff Breer, asked the question, what is the meaning of life? To accompany the light of our chalice, these are the words of Joe Poor. Mother, Father, God, universal power, remind us daily of the sanctity of all life. Touch our hearts with the glorious oneness of all creation as we strive to respect all the living beings on this planet. Penetrate our souls with the beauty of this earth as we attune ourselves to the rhythm and flow of the seasons. Awaken our minds with the knowledge to achieve a world in perfect harmony and grant us the wisdom to realize that we can have heaven on earth. We all have different reasons for gathering here each week, but we share this much in common. We work together as a church to transform ourselves, our community, and our world by sharing love, pursuing justice, and seeking wonder. For music today, Amy, Brandy, and Wendy bring us a song from the Beatles, Because. We will sing Loving Kindness next. Please light a candle to dispel the darkness, honor someone or some event, or bring light to a memory.
May Hello, my name is Jeff Breer, and I am the minister of this virtual church. I hope you're safe and well. Please wear your mask in public and keep your distance from other people. You know, Leo Tolstoy really set people off. He was a Russian novelist who died in 1910, and in 1882 he published an essay called A Confession, in which he described his struggle to answer the question, what is the meaning of life? He was about 52 when he wrote the essay, and it details a period in his life when he considered suicide. Here are just a couple of lines from that essay. I know what science tries to discover, and there is no reply to the question as to the meaning of life. There is none. What will come of my life? Nothing. Why does everything exist, and why do I exist? Because it exists. The words of Leo Tolstoy. And he couldn't live with that, nor could he commit suicide. So he had to find some meaning to his life, meaning for his life. What he found was the Christian faith that he was taught as a young boy and had cast off many years before. But his original question, what is the meaning of life, has caused as much or more angst, primarily because Tolstoy's answer only works for him. The meaning of life for Tolstoy is not the meaning of life for me or for you. But Tolstoy's question is not a question which has only one answer, like, where is my cell phone? It's not a question that implies the way to answer it, like, how much do you weigh? And I really wish Tolstoy or his translators had used another word like essence or significance. Some synonyms for meaning are import, sense, significance, and they all point to the idea that something is conveyed by something else. Asking about the meaning of life is not like asking about the meaning of a hexagonal red sign with the letters STOP on it. We all know what kind of meaning that sign has. Asking about the meaning of life is more like asking about the meaning of a grapefruit. A grapefruit is a grapefruit, that's all. It has no meaning beyond growing and maybe being eaten. We can easily say then that life is life. That's it. Life has no meaning beyond being lived. And some people can live with that. It's a perfectly reasonable response, and if we accept that, then our life has no more significance than the life of a grapefruit. I don't know about you, but I'm with Tolstoy here. I can't live with that, and I can't commit suicide. But it's a way out. You know what I mean? Saying that life is just life and there's no meaning to it or something equally absurd is a way to answer the question without answering the question. But it's just as reasonable an answer as what Tolstoy came up with. Meaning, you have to understand, is not purpose, although sometimes the two are conflated, as in a bicycle means transportation. No, the purpose of a bicycle is transportation. A bicycle really has no meaning unless we give it meaning. I have a black cat. Does my black cat have any meaning? Yeah, for some people it does. It means bad luck. But my cat did not create that meaning. No, bad luck does not come from the essence of my cat. The essence of the bicycle is bicycleness. Its purpose is transportation. The essence of my cat is catness. Its purpose is to chase small moving objects in my house. In order to answer Tolstoy's question, we must avoid conflating our answer with the purpose of life, and we must find something that is conveyed by life, some sense or significance that it conveys. It is often noted that humans are meaning makers, that our brains evolved to make some meaning out of our experiences. And it's tempting to laugh at the perplexing questions that human beings ask. We can't answer them, yet we don't give up. We keep trying to answer questions like, what is the meaning of life? And this leads me to my answer to this question. I think it's a poorly worded question and ought to be recast as what gives my life meaning, or something equally answerable. What is the meaning of life is a great headline, a great motto or catchphrase. It's in the company of others like, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But as a philosophical question, it can't be answered. Tolstoy's question wants to know the meaning of life in the general sense, the significance for everyone, and that's not possible. Because humans are meaning makers, we make or we find the meaning of our own lives. The meaning of my life is mine to realize, just as the meaning of your life is your responsibility. And I will answer the question, what gives my life meaning, in just a moment. I do have to make one note here. One meaning of life is 42. And that comes from the novel, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. In that novel, a group of hyper-intelligent, pan-dimensional beings seek the answer to the ultimate questions of life, the universe, and everything. They ask the supercomputer, Deep Thought, which was specially built for the purpose. It takes Deep Thought 7.5 million years to compute and check the answer, which turns out to be 42. I'm kind of surprised it didn't turn out to be grapefruit. Here's what the Dalai Lama had to say about the meaning of life. We are alive for 100 years at the very most. We must try to do something good, something useful with our lives. If you contribute to other people's happiness, you will find the true meaning of life. Now, what gives my life meaning are two things, I think: creations and connections. I find great meaning in creating something. Now, my creations using a paintbrush or crayons are very awkward and ill-proportioned. I can't draw worth a damn. My hands do not work very well when I try to fashion something in 2 or 3 dimensions. But they work very well on the keyboard. I find great meaning in creating words that flow together and sensibly express my thoughts. I also find great meaning in creating characters or voices for the stage. I have, on occasion, created characters with my body and my voice, and this gives my life meaning. Working in the theater is very meaningful for me because I am involved in a collaborative enterprise that is bigger than I am. And I find meaning in connections to other people. My wife and family, of course, this congregation, and other people with whom I have more than a passing acquaintance. It wasn't always this way for me. For many years, I had more connections with things than I did to people. I had a closer association with recording devices and audio tape than with my wife. That may be one reason why she is my ex-wife. Connecting to people is so much more difficult than connecting to things. It is fraught with malaprops, embarrassments, bruised feelings, apologies, and boo-boos. I am scared of people sometimes. I sometimes fly blind into places they never told me about. But connecting with people is infinitely more rewarding than connecting with things. And I see now that there's more meaning in my life because of my connections to people. Now, the purpose of life is to grow. I said we cannot conflate the two, so I want to make this distinction. The purpose of life is to grow physically like a plant, grow emotionally so you don't have temper tantrums as an adult, and grow spiritually so that you learn that it's not all about you. Mary Oliver asked us a question about the meaning of life. She wrote these words: I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Joseph Campbell said, life is without meaning. You bring the meaning to it. The meaning of life is whatever you ascribe to it to be. Being alive, he said, is the meaning. You know, the Centers for Disease Control may have become politicized, so I recommend that you consider that when you read or hear what they suggest. Nonetheless, wearing a mask, staying away from other people, and avoiding indoor gatherings is probably a good idea. And remember what Zig Ziglar said, that you can have everything you want in life if you help other people get what they want. Wendell Berry is an American novelist, a poet, an environmental activist, a cultural critic, and a farmer, and he lives in Henry County, Kentucky. He's a prolific author. He's written many novels and short stories and poems and has received numerous awards. Our benediction today is lifted from his Twitter account. The mind that is not baffled is not employed. The impeded stream is the one that sings. Do unto those downstream as you would have those upstream do unto you. The real work of planet saving, the real work will be small, humble, and humbling, and insofar as it involves love, pleasant and rewarding. On foot, you will find the earth is still satisfyingly large and full of beguiling nooks and crannies. There are no unsacred places. There are only sacred places and desecrated places. When I rise, let me rise up joyful like a bird. When I fall, let me fall without regret like a leaf. Nature is party to all of our deals and decisions, and she has more votes, a longer memory, and a sterner sense of justice than we do. And we pray to be quiet in the heart and in the eye, clear. Be joyful, even though you have considered all the facts. What we need is here. Our time together is nearly finished, but our work is not done. May our spirits be renewed and our resolve strengthened as we meet the challenges of the week to come. Please help me close this service now. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world. I'm happy that you could join us for this service. Please come back whenever you like. We will post another virtual church service next Sunday. Please contact me or the caring team if you or someone you know needs help during this time. Our services are recorded in advance, and so current events may move more quickly than our ability to address them in a timely fashion. However, you can find up-to-date information on local events, social justice issues, inspiration, and content for all ages on our Facebook page. I hope to join you at our virtual coffee hour beginning at 11:30. You can find the link to that on our website, hvuuc.org, and look under the News and Events tab. To close our service, we have an original song by Jeffrey Benedict, Got to Have That Giving. And as you make your way through the week, remember that you are loved and you are good. We all need a little work, but we're all in this together. Nothing left to say, but yay, church!
You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. When you sit underneath your steeple, you got to think about the people who are out there and they ain't doing too fine. You can do your part if you feel it in your heart. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. May have no shoes, but there's a man who has no feet. You can help him up, lay it on the line. You can do your part if you feel it in your heart. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. Got to have that giving on your mind. There's a child that has no mother. You can treat him like a brother. Don't you walk on by and act like you are blind. 'Cause he is you and you are me and I am him. And don't you see, you've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind. You've got to have that giving on your mind.